What is going on, my YouTube family? Today I got this client. His hair was looking crazy, man. I had to get him right. So let's just go into the video. So this is basically the canvas we're gonna be working with the whole video. So yeah. So first I combed out the whole hair like before anything, like before I started the video. So first I started off with the number 4 lever open. And we're gonna debulk the sides. And remember, we don't have to do everything at once. Like whenever you're cutting hair, it's not all about going as fast as you can, all that stuff. You just need to make sure to stay consistent with what you're doing. So as you guys can see, I am debulking only one side of the head. Later on in the video you'll see that I start debulking the back too. So yeah. And then I also get my number 4 with the lever closed on my style crafting stings. These clippers are a little more powerful, so that's why I decided to use them during this part of the haircut. This part of his hair, or the back, was probably like the toughest part out of the whole haircut, because the back part of almost everybody's head is usually gonna be all tangled up, because that's like a part of your hair wherever you can't like really comb it out that good. So with the number 4 lever closed, I am flicking out because we can't make any harsh guidelines or lines that are gonna be hard to take out with this haircut. So as you guys can see, there is a little spot in the back of his head. I did a little bit of clipper over comb on this part, and then some more debulking. I combed down the hair because I'm getting ready to start my guideline. So as you guys can see, I have here my Babyliss FX3s. These trimmers are pretty sharp, so that's why I used them, or decided to use them during this part of the haircut, during the guidelines. Usually I start off with my clippers, but since his hair is really thick and kind of messy a little, I decided to use the Babyliss FX3s. And then I just follow that guideline all the way through, making sure that I drop it a little, because if it's just a straight line all around the head, well, it's just gonna be a bad fade, because the head of a person isn't round. And like I said, I'm pointing right there at the spot that I told you guys that was his light spot, which is a spot that we need to be careful with, which is a spot that we need to maintain more hair there, because it is a light spot that he has in his hair. And then I just make sure to bald him out at the bottom to where I had everything. So with this part of the haircut, I had my number 2 with the lever all the way open, just to start creating my fade, or my foundation for my fade. And as you guys can see, like I did with the number 4 guard, I decided to flick out to not make any harsh guidelines and for it to connect with the number 4. And I also did a little bit of clipper over comb so that it could match with the number 4. So with this part of the haircut, I went in with my number 1 lever all the way open. My fading steps are actually pretty simple. First I start off with my bald guideline, and then I start off with my number 2, and then I do my number 1 underneath the number 2. And then to connect everything, I just use the 0.5 to connect to the number 1. bald guideline, and then the 1.5 to connect the 1 to the number 2. So if you guys really think about it, it is pretty simple just to fade. All you need to do is just have consistency. Look, see, that's what I mean. I had my number 2 and then my number 1, and now I'm going with my number 1.5 with the lever. Guys, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I had to cut out a piece because on one part of the video, the lever that I had on this clipper actually got loose, so then I had to tighten it. Man, this is what I mean. You guys have to be careful with you guys' tools and how you guys have them set, because I had my lever set too loose that it actually almost came off during the haircut. So yeah, we can't, none of that. So on this part, I came in with my lever halfway open, my 1.5 still doing that detail work. Really, honestly, you could also do the 2-step method of cutting hair, wherever you only use the half guard and also the 1.5. Decide to use the 1, 2, half, and then the 1.5, which are always gonna be my steps. So you guys can see that with my 0.5, I decided to do a little bit of detail work. I decided to close up the lever and also do my bottom guideline. This part, honestly guys, is one of the most important parts of the haircut, because this part is the part that sets your foundation for almost the whole fade, because it connects the bald, the skin bald, all the way to the 2, the 1, all that. So as you guys can see, I open it up slightly just to smooth out that line between the 0.5 and the 1. It's just something that I decided to do. Still trying to flick out, because anytime you're doing a haircut, it's always easier just to flick out, because it makes everything just much easier, much more organized. It just will help you out a lot. So on this part of the haircut, I came in with my 1 with the lever closed, and still making sure to flick out just so I can connect the 0.5 to the number 1 and the number 2. So yeah, just still flicking out, guys. That's what you want to do. You always want to flick out whenever you're doing your guidelines. So this part, I decided to speed it up. It's just me with my lever all the way closed on my babylesses, opening that lever little by little, just fading out that line. Just again, little by little, this fade. Whenever you guys are doing a haircut, you guys always want to just take your time on it. Make sure that everything looks good. You never want to give out a bad fade. Honestly, you guys in the comment sections can tell me how I did at the end of this video. On this part of the video, I started lining up his C-cups. So if you guys don't know what a C-cup is, it's the little hook that you have on your hair. This hook that I'm lining up right now. So I decided to come in with my FX3s, and then I went to my Stylecraft Flex because my flexes are a little sharper. As you can see, the C-cup is a little... As you guys can see, the C-cups and the fade is basically all the way done. All I need to do is just debulk. And with that being said, this is the finished product, debulked, also cut the top. Hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys really enjoyed this video, just leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you like my content. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.